You do not have Epona, unfortunately.
I have to fucking... Unless this is Epona time.
Yay, you called it! Alright, it's been like another 2 months since we last recorded. That's why there haven't been any videos since then. And also, this took way too fucking long with way too many technical difficulties. So, we're kind of...
If it wasn't OBS, then it was fucking the Wii U, and if it wasn't the Wii U, it's literally my place losing all of its goddamn power, setting us back to square zero.
Yep. First, when we plugged in the gamepad the first time, it didn't turn on, so we had to switch the plugs, and then it didn't want to, like, let us even turn on the console without having an internet connection, and then it didn't want to launch after that unless it was updated. And so hopefully now we can finally get to the frickin' reason we're even here to begin with. Alright.
That is until we get interrupted by some other bullshit.
Hopefully that won't happen for at least 2 hours.
Alright.
You remember what we were at last time? You saved Kakariko Village, and then the shaman told you that one of the biggest problems they've had is that the Gorons have become hostile towards them, and so the Light Spirit and the shaman told you to go up to Death Mountain. Place you need to go, you know where that is, right? It's north. Up that northern path. I wouldn't blame you if you've forgotten where it was since then. What else has been going on lately? I've been wanting to make more videos, but unfortunately, just our schedules haven't really had any good overlapping times.
Today was very fortunate.
Yeah. Today was like a once in, like a several month opportunity. Gate. Bonk. It's the other path. The one you just ran past. You wanted to go to the thing? Too bad. Death Mountain. So now we get to listen to some pretty good music. As it begins now-ish? I think this is a remix of Ocarina of Time. I don't really know for sure. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna stop doing that. That'd not be good. Uh-oh.
No humans allowed. These lands had belonged to the Goron tribe. The others said no humans may pass.
Roll. Rollin', 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 roll. You died.
A human strength is nothing compared to a Goron's. Do you understand? Then be off with you.
Even though I pressed A.
You can try again, but unfortunately you cannot actually progress. Because...
What the fuck do I need to do then?
Go back. Yeah, it's not I feel like the Goron should say, like, there's no way you can come up here. But then you go back and he's here.
Ah, how fortunate you were in one piece. I saw you heading up the mountain trail, so I was worried. Trying to reach the Gorons of Death Mountain is far too dangerous, Link. They recognize only strength. A normal person could never persuade them. But I do know one person who was able to beat them and earn their trust. His name is Bo. You may know him as the mayor of your hometown, Ordon. Please, go to him, and while you are there, please let him know that the children are safe. Of course, getting them back would be best, but we could not keep them safe from the monsters on the road without horse and cart. Please, return to Ordon and inform the parents that the children are free from harm. Give them my word.
Backtracking! Yay! Dude, the look on your... You look so disappointed. You're just gonna run up the side of a hill.
Because I don't have Epona, so I'm like...
You do not have Epona, unfortunately.
I have to fucking... Unless this is Epona time.
Yay, you called it! Right when the game decided it would be convenient. Also, I believe you are mistaken. That is not Epona. That is in fact Eep.
Sure. I forgot.
That's fine. It's been a while. Uh-oh. She's a bit crazy. She watched too much Bob Ross. She got a little too crazy. Get ready for a quick time event! Hold on by pressing the left stick.
Oh.
Oof. Well, at least the spring heals you.
Am I not allowed to?
You gotta just get close and jump on it. And then... Yeah. You got it. I don't think they ever say where she actually went. I guess it's just implied that the Moblins, like, had her. You did not press A.
I did press A.
The game did not like you pressing A. They thought that A press was insufficient. Unsufficient? I don't know what that would be. Well, anyway, congratulations. Now you can get back much faster. Nice. You know what that means?
Really a need for that?
Not really. I guess they just wanted to make it. Go finish your errand so we can get back. Well, at least now you can get back faster. You know, my question is, why can Midna only teleport Link while he's, like, a wolf? Like, why can't she just teleport him normally? Well, at least we get the cool Hyrule Field music.
Oh. Can I not go out this way?
You gotta dash, like, as you're getting to the fence. There you go. Oh, Mr. Link, wait! You remember this guy? Greetings, Mr. Link. I have come to deliver a letter. It is a letter from Uku. Well, my business has concluded. Onward to mail. You'll never be the postman from Majora's Mask. That guy was nuts. He also gave you a heart piece. That postman does not give you a heart piece. That's not really a spoiler. Just does give you mail. You remember how to read the letters? It's in the D-pad down menu if you care.
Yeah, I don't.
That's fine. Letters are for people who actually care about, I don't know, whatever they have to say.
Wait.
Yeah, that's the right way. Remember the mini-map in the bottom left if you're ever...
I'm looking at it, I just don't know where anything is.
It's far south. I think that big tree in the distance is actually the Forest Temple. At least where the Forest Temple is. I guess now is worth mentioning that this is, I think, well, the first and I think only time in Zelda where you've been able to use your sword on Epona. Where they've had, like, actual horseback combat, because in Ocarina of Time, when you get Epona, you can really only go through the field, and I think the only enemies you have there are, like, the big pose that you just use your bow on. You can't use your sword. I guess Majora's Mask had the ghost minigame that you could use, but it was actually more efficient to not use the horse. Spring. Yeah, so I had you go back to the village after you just gained human form and then you were told to go to the Forest Temple, but you would get a lot of those initial reactions, like, even if you just went back now when the game tells you to. Oh yeah, also, while you're here, the Golden Wolf is at the spring. I don't remember if you remember that, but he told you to find him. You got to listen to the Song of Healing. I think that was the last video I posted, actually. Dismount. Oh, those red eyes. Why does he draw his sword when he, like, knows what this is now? It's like, hey, I've met you before. Are you going to attack me again? I'm just going to draw my sword and assume a defensive position. We meet again. You have a little more of the look of the hero than you did before. Do you feel ready to earn your next skill? Nah. Before we begin, I must test it to ensure you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the ending blow.
Now then, come at me.
You missed.
I pressed the button.
If you're too close to an enemy when you do it, Link sometimes just, like, jumps over them. What is the matter? Did the fin... You're not a coward. You just didn't press the right button.
Oh.
You gotta
This
use...
game is really
you
great.
gotta knock him down with your sword first. I mean, it's better when you haven't been having technical issues for an hour now. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well, my second skill is the shield attack. Let it be honed into your mind. Every time I hear the music, I just want to, like, acapella along with it. No matter how well-tempered a blade is, if a foe is clad in armor and bears a shield, the sword will do it no harm. When facing such a foe, you must use ZR to thrust your shield against the defenses of your enemy, causing the fiend to recoil. Use ZL to lock onto me, then try it. You have learned much, so I'm sure you can see the moment when you can do a shield attack. This move's pretty useful. Like, especially against some later enemies.
Pressing oh.
Yeah, just kind of a quick stun without having to use items. Open a hole in your enemy's defenses and strike with your sword. Shield attack I've just taught you can also be used to repel an enemy's projectile attacks. Would you practice, then repel my magical attack with your shield attack.
Pressed it, but okay.
Well, that was the A button. There you go. You don't really need to remember that, because there's like one enemy that actually works on, from what I can remember, and it's pretty late into the game. I've learned the second of my hidden skills. Frankly, you don't really need to know that for regular enemies, because you can just attack them and then they can't really attack back. Past becoming a Shuri is a long one, but once you have grasped all the hidden skills, you shall be worthy of walking it. So persist on the lonely path of the sword to obtain true courage and earn the strength to conquer the great evils of the world. Do not forget your discipline with the blade before we meet again. Wakey wakey.
Eep.
Eep. Yep. Wall.
Holy howdy, do I love geometry.
Well, at least you're not in the middle of, like, a mega uber tough boss fight.
How about an FPS game that requires precision?
Well, I mean, you've got a slingshot. That's basically a gun, right?
Yeah.
Gotta go to Bo's house. And last time you were here, he actually wasn't here. I think the villagers said, like, oh, Bo has gone to look for the children, but now he's back. And you can talk to the villagers, and they'll say, like, oh, like, that's you telling them that the kids are fine, and they're just all like, oh, the kids are fine, that's great. You can do that if you want, but it's not really anything you have to do. Hey, your kid's fine. Colin's alive? Oh, the children are all safe. Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Link, from the bottom of my heart. Told everyone else yet? You must tell them. You don't have to tell them all if you don't want to.
To be honest, she's the only person I really cared about
That's fine.
to tell.
I mean, Colin's like the only one of the kids who's actually like a good person. I mean, I guess Mallow's just like a little baby boy, so... But he doesn't really say anything. Link? Oh, it is you, Link. You're safe and sound. Your clothes. What happened to you, lad? Come quick, inside. First time you're getting to go into Bo's house, because... In the early, if you tried to go into his house, he would have said, like... He said, like, oh, you can't go in there. Ilya's doing something. Well, that's good. Renato's an old friend. If they're in his care, then we can relax. Huh? So don't keep me waiting, lad. Tell me my little girl Ilya was with the rest of them, right? Oh, I see. That ain't what I wanted to hear. Unfortunately, she was not with the rest of them. But Link, I guess I need to think of all 5 of those poor kids, not just my own. They're all in danger. What I should be asking is how I can help out. nod.
What's that now? The Gorons of Death Mountain? I see, so Renato told you that.
You may or may not. I'm thinking that what's coming up you might either think is funny or just, like, SMH.
Well, it's true, I did defeat the Gorons in a contest of strength and earn their trust with the help of a little secret. I can teach you the secret, but can you promise me that you absolutely, positively will not disclose it to anyone?
Yes.
Good, alrighty then, absolutely no one. Come this way. Link, you've heard of sumo wrestling, right? Gorons like to match strength in sumo contests. Luckily for you, the basics of sumo are the same as stopping charging goats. You want to hear more?
Nah. Well, you kind of skipped the instructions on...
I'll figure it out.
It's basically rock, paper, scissors. Alright, get ready. Sumo versus the mayor. Actually see his Triforce on his hand there. I always thought this minigame was just funny. Just like the way that Link's just shirtless. Well, looks like you figured it out. Mostly. You just have to keep trying until you beat him. That's how this works. And I can, if you actually want to know how it works, then I can just tell you. Basically, the easiest way to win is just mash A.
Out, basically.
Sort of. It really is more like rock, paper, scissors, where you can slap, sidestep, or grab, and a grab beats... Like, a slap beats a sidestep, a grab beats, I think, a slap or something, and then a sidestep beats a grab. If you know what... A lot of the time you can just mash A and win. Like, that's usually how I ended up doing it. I'm kind of surprised that... you know, I'll save that for later. Yeah!
Wow, mashing A really does just
Yeah,
work.
yeah, pointless mini games, but unfortunately, you have to beat him again, and he's a little harder.